right position. That's the red and black balloon you see out this little ways left of our stage here. Let's give the post band a nice big round of applause. They're serenading us while these balloons go up.
Thank you.
Robert Mahaley in this balloon, I think you see up here with the light blue on the top. Tom Carrero from Kentucky has his balloon in the air. Didn't take long, did it? Got him almost up and underway here. Carl Locke is his balloon in the air. Vertically striped balloon you see out here to the east a little bit. Tommy Osborne, his balloon in the air. Tom directly out in front of the stage in that balloon with the zigzags on it, the pink one with the red and purple. Peter Stamets in this balloon that's flying over our heads on a dark blue balloon with the MNB on it. Peter Stamets in that balloon, ladies and gentlemen, and we have several on the ground getting ready to go.
There's only two ways the balloons can come out. They can come out this way, or they're going to go to Dixon.
Up today without a race, and as Ralph Brassett reports, many pilots were a little disappointed in the weather and believe it affected the outcome of the race.
Cool your jets. Mother Nature's been giving that command to the dismay of balloon crews and fans throughout the week. Once again, competition was canceled this morning.
Throughout the course of the week, because of the wind and the rain, pilots have only been able to get up about half as much as they would have liked to. For guys like Woody Watson, that means some disappointment.
It's not a whole lot different than any other sport, I think. You need to get into the flow of the game or the competition, and when you only fly a couple of times and then you're grounded because the weather's bad, it's like going to sit on the bench.
Bad weather won't hamper the crowning of a new champ. Although there's been downtime, teams have flown enough to determine a winner. Keep in mind, going fast doesn't make a winner in this sport.
Speed to the target has nothing to do with it. It's all accuracy. You're trying to fly to a specific point.
With the aid of navigation equipment, pilots try to point their balloons to a 20-foot target. and nail that target with a 2.5-ounce beanbag.
Ideally, what you would like to do is fly specifically to that X, 5-10 foot off the ground, lean over the basket, and drop it right dead center.
On this ride, Woody missed the big X. The beanbag dropped on the roof of a barn. The first 10 finishers will earn money this year, a check for $5,000 for the overall winner. Many of these crews will also qualify for nationals held in Baton Rouge the last week of July. The winner there picks up $20,000. Woody Watson wants a chunk of that change. In Battle Creek, Ralph Brassett, News 3 Sports.
Alan Blount of Illinois was this year's winner. The practice for Sunday's Miller 400 at MIS was washed out today. Also rained out as tonight's festivities at Kalamazoo Speedway. The appearance by Darrell Waltrip at the track has been rescheduled for August 17th. So, Cindy, he's coming back.
And we'll be back in just a moment.
Balloon Championship. Now, live from Kellogg Airport, here's Larry Nienhaus.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, I should say. I'm Larry Nienhaus for Channel 41 News, here with Diane King and Don Cathcart, and we are here for a full half hour to bring you what we hope are some very interesting sights and sounds of this week's Balloon Championship that officially, competition-wise at least, ended today. And we have to say, first off, I suppose, that the weather has been a real influence this week, you guys. Certainly tonight we are in the midst of some rather severe weather in this part of the state, southwest Michigan. A tornado warning right now in effect, and makes us a little nervous, but the skies look pretty good. It looks like it's moving to the north for us. But
That would make me happy.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But during the week, Don, it's been, we've had, what, 4 launches overall.
We've had the 4 launches, we've had rain, we've had wind, but
It's all been there.
it's all been there. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty standard, though, for ballooning competitions, weather. I don't know that tornadoes are so standard.
Tornadoes aren't standard, but we had Tuesday, we had 2 good launches, both morning and night, and same way with Thursday.
Well, we do have a champion, unofficially, of course, as of tonight, and that is Alan Blount of Illinois, and he was, in fact, runner-up last year at this championship, and he was the 1989 Nationals champion, and we'll be talking with Alan just a little bit later on and give you the rundown of the standings as well. What we'd like to do, first of all, tonight, move along here and take you back through the week a little bit and show you exactly what's been going on here since last Saturday when this championship opened up. We look
Well,
back
there
now.
you see a little surge of power there at the Lakeview Square
Last
Mall.
Friday night, I believe.
The beginning of the whole thing, the party, they lost their air. Here we're a little of the Thunderbirds for the air show, which was
Spectacular
spectacular.
show. They came in Monday morning, and of course Tuesday afternoon they flew, and Wednesday afternoon they were not able to fly.
And wonderful fireworks display. As always, WIS did a great job.
They certainly did. $50,000 they spent on that, and it was worth it. Beautiful, beautiful night.
Brave cheers from the crowd, that's for sure.
And they had a fantastic turnout, of course, as well. Golden Knights, again, performing here. They did a fantastic job. In fact, landed right in front of Tom Bruce this week. Surprised him a little bit, I think. But they are just expert performers and really enjoyed them.
Thompson Island picnic here you're seeing, folks. All the balloonists and the balloon guests all came out to the island there, had a great barbecue entertainment, and got a chance to catch up with old friends and talk about ballooning
They
stories.
are a partying group, are they not?
They sure are.
And there you see the hot air balloons as they got up several times this week, and when they did, it was absolutely gorgeous.
This is the morning launch here, going into the afternoon launch here with the Pontiac balloon.
Bill Glee, the pilot there, and we'll tease folks a little bit, came in 3rd place in this championship this year. And there you see the great turnout. One of the many afternoons and mornings we had people out here and just
Always
really
a great
thoroughly
turnout.
enjoying
The people of Battle Creek and the surrounding communities always enjoy this. And how can you not enjoy it when
Well,
it's such a colorful, beautiful
That's
event?
what makes it work. And Don, you know that better than anybody else, being from Battle Creek here. It is the people that make it work, the volunteers.
That's right. Battle Creek is a real fun-loving place for ballooning. I haven't seen a place yet that
It is
accept
tough to
balloons
beat,
like
and
Battle Creek.
you hear that over and over again.
Yes,
the
that is true.
hospitality, the way they treat you here.
It's really nice when you hear it from the international balloonists, too, that talk about saying they love it here, this is the best place they've ever been, and they want to come back.
Why don't we show some international pilots here? This is an international competition, of course, and Cindy Acosta, a reporter for Channel 41, took an opportunity this week to find out exactly who was here, and she has a report. Let's take a look at that right now.
travel to Battle Creek this week. They come from literally all over the world, making this truly an international event. They come from as far away as Kenya, Argentina, France, and Japan, and from as close as Battle Creek. While Michigan represents the largest number of pilots here, some 33%, there are a total of 28 states being represented here. Let's take a closer look at 3 of those pilots. Jacques Bernardin, a 14-year veteran pilot from the south of France, is making his first appearance in Battle Creek. His past accomplishments include a 1987 win at the French National Championship and a win at the 1988 International Championship in Luxembourg. But the Frenchman is not content with just being his country's top balloonist.
My biggest challenge this week for me is to look what I can do in front of the best world pilots.
Jacques tries to compensate for the fact that English is not his native language, something that could put him at a disadvantage, especially during the pilot's briefing.
And it's why I try to go outside from France to make a maximum number of competition in English.
Also in Battle Creek for the first time is Japan's Masahiko Fujita. He manages a balloon company outside Tokyo and traveled to Battle Creek with his crew in tow. Ballooning has recently become more popular in Japan, but when Masahiko first fell in love with the sport in 1978, that was not the case.
12 years ago, there were very few, only 2 or 3 balloons in Japan.
While Masahiko must make some compensation as far as the weather is concerned, he's enjoying himself in the good old USA.
Wind is a little bit higher than Japan, you know? So, but people very nice and nice hospitality and friendly people. I love it.
Well, we could do one over here too. Susan Staymates is one of 7 female pilots competing this year. She's a film producer in Iowa, as well as a 5-year veteran balloon pilot. Susan says she likes competing on an equal footing with men.
You know, it's such a gentle sport, and it's not based on how strong you are or anything like that.
Representing a minority group of less than 5% places Susan in an interesting position among her fellow pilots.
It's tough, you know, because it is a real macho sport. And it's real different to have women competing, I think.
But female pilots are making advances in the world of competitive ballooning.
In the beginning, the women were probably finishing in the bottom 1/3, and now we have women pilots that sometimes are finishing in the top 20, maybe. So the women have gotten better, and I think the men now are accepting them more than they used to.